Hello, I'm Mario Anderson, and welcome to In Focus Kentucky, where we take a look at issues that matter to you right here in the Bluegrass State. And each week we'll talk to the lawmakers, community organizers, and people like you who help shape those policies. Today we're focusing on Child Abuse Prevention Month, an annual observance in the United States dedicated to raising awareness and preventing child abuse. Since 1983, the month of April has been designated to raising awareness and preventing child abuse in America. And on today's show, we'll speak with those in our state working to eliminate the issue. According to the United States Children's Bureau, Kentucky has the second highest child abuse rate in the nation. One organization that has stepped up to help heal the children affected in our state is the Children's Advocacy Center of the Bluegrass. The organization serves over 15 counties in Kentucky, as well as the city of Lexington, and this past week we stopped by the center to see how they are offering to support those wonderful children. This building is home to the Children's Advocacy Center of the Bluegrass, a nonprofit organization with the mission to reduce the trauma experienced by child victims of sexual abuse.
So we have 4 core services that we provide. The first is advocacy for families, that they come in and have someone to meet with them and to talk with them about their experience and explain to them what our services are. Then we conduct forensic interviews. Rather than having a law enforcement officer or someone like that interview a child in an environment that may not be very comfortable to them, like a school or a squad car or at the scene of a crime, they bring them here to our center, which is very child-friendly and very comfortable. And so we conduct those interviews on behalf of the law enforcement officials, as well as the Cabinet for Health and Family Services.
The CAC, which serves 17 counties across the state of Kentucky, also provides medical exams and counseling services to kids who need treatment as a result of sexual abuse or injury.
Whether you know it or not, this has happened to someone you love and care about. 1 in 10 children have been sexually abused. Some say as high as 1 in 6. But children that you grew up with, this happened to. Children that your children go to school with, it's happening to. So it's important that we talk about this, that we don't let it hide in the shadows, that we're aware that there are services for kids that this has happened to. The more people who talk about it, the more opportunity we're going to have to bring perpetrators to justice, and more importantly, help victims overcome the trauma that they've experienced.
And according to the Children's Advocacy Center, Kentucky is a mandatory reporting state, which means if you are aware of child abuse, you must report it to law enforcement officials.
So if you know of abuse, you're told about abuse, you witness abuse, you suspect abuse of a child, you're mandated to report that. So it makes it a real easy should I or shouldn't I, because you always should. In other states, it's just professionals. That's why I kind of clarify that.
And thanks to Children's Advocacy Center of the Bluegrass for allowing us to visit and all the great work they are doing in combating child abuse. You can learn more about their organization at kykids.org. Also today we meet Dr. Christina Howard, a child abuse pediatrician and chief of the Division of Forensic Medicine at the University of Kentucky. Dr. Howard works closely with the children at the Children's Advocacy Center as well as those affected around the state. Dr. Christina Howard helped create and launch the University of Kentucky's Pediatric Forensic Program in 2015, which not only provides medical evaluations for children in Kentucky that are thought to be victims of physical or sexual abuse, but also her department spends time out in the community raising awareness about the importance of child abuse prevention.
Kentucky is second in the nation for child abuse rates. We have had over 20,000 cases of substantiated abuse in our state in 2016. The rate is more than twice the national average. Part of what we do is also trying to prevent child abuse. I don't want it to see a child get to the point where they have had such significant injuries that they die. And so a lot of our goal is to educate community, educate teachers, daycare workers, first responders about what they need to look for. I always educate parents on signs that they need to be aware of in their own children as well.
Coming up, we speak with the Executive Director of Kentucky Humanities to talk about how the arts play a role in preventing child abuse. Stick with us. You're watching In Focus Kentucky.